The sports arena, whether we're speaking about the field of play or in the stands among spectators, is considered to be one of the last bastions of homophobia. We are here at the Michael J. Fox Theatre in Burnaby, where 100 people turned out for an Invisible Athletes Forum on homophobia in sport. The event featured a panel discussion with 3 gay athletes who spoke about the challenges of self-acceptance and coming out to their families and to their teammates.
The hardest part for me was coming out to myself and being able to accept myself that I was gay and understand that.
Unfortunately, I do feel like it's harder for male athletes who are gay to come out and really be themselves.
It's a hard thing to deal with for an athlete, and it will take someone who is feels very comfortable in their own skin, and maybe several players on their team already know, for them to come out and feel comfortable with it.
The athletes also addressed audience questions about the ease with which homophobic slurs are tossed around, whether in locker rooms or in wider society.
Homophobic slurs and the casual homophobia that does go on in the locker room is more a sign of a bad habit than it is a homophobic person.
What I always try to stress with my students when I hear them use those words is, regardless of what intent you have when you say that, you have to understand what the impact of that language actually is on people who are hearing it.
Today, faggot has been said 40,740 times. The number's going up as I'm speaking. So gay has been said 9,671 times. No homo has been said 9,500 times, and dyke has been said 3,300 times. It's very, very, very common online.
It's not a joke, and I think being gay, you pick up on those things when you hear those conversations, even if they're not being directed towards you. And you just never know how it could really impact someone. And just in the same way, it's such an easy thing to have people eliminate. It's something that everybody can do.
They use gay like it doesn't mean anything. Like, this is gay, or that guy's a fag, and it's in the locker room, it's in the school hallways. And we're on the front lines to try to change this.
They also spoke to the importance of the internet as a means of opening up new worlds for gay people and helping to alleviate feelings of isolation and invisibility, and the importance of having openly gay role models.
I created my Facebook page. I listed in a relationship with Brock, and then I added people. And Brock isn't a very effeminate name. And so people started to slowly put 2 and 2 together. My experience coming out and using social media to come out has been an extremely positive one, and I'm very lucky in that respect.
Everybody, a large part of our world has access to the internet, and I think it's probably their role to at least bring the awareness. We just recently saw in the NFL during the Super Bowl time, players making homophobic statements, but it created this discussion and it created the awareness. And I think in order for us to advance and have change, we need to continue to discuss these issues that come up and are brought about. And I think the media plays a huge role in that, not necessarily to promote one way or the other, but bring about these discussions so that change can occur.
I really wish that we would see more of the true diversity that exists within the LGBT community in those media, because I feel like so many of the depictions, even here in 2013, still fall back on a lot of stereotypes, and I feel like there's this very narrow view of what it means to be gay, on a sitcom, for example, or on a television drama. And I really wish that we'd see more of the actual diversity, because obviously, the LGBT community is just as diverse as any other community, and I feel like we don't see that nearly as much as we need to.
Hopefully, by me getting involved, maybe some people will, learn through osmosis and follow me for some of my other things I do on and off the field, and this might be one of them, and it'll just raise awareness.
It is quite nice to have people to look up to. Straight athletes are great, and when they say, anti-homophobia and stuff, but it's even better when you have someone who's been through, sort of exactly what you've been through and can stand up and talk about it. So I'm quite impressed with what happened tonight at this panel.
It was apparent from the discussion that the climate for gay athletes is ever so gradually changing for the better. Still, there's a lot of work to be done on and off the field to ensure that athletes who are gay feel they can come out and still continue to be active in their sport in front of thousands of fans. For Extra, I am Natasha Barsotti.